So in this subsection, I'm going to talk about some Agile approaches or Agile frameworks. And then I will talk about specific approach or framework called Scrum. So before I go on further, I would like to recap what is an Agile project management. All right. Agile project management is actually the practices of project management that emphasizes on flexibility, collaboration among business users, developers, all right, and continuous delivery of output or partial working software, and being responsive to changes and deal with the uncertainties in the ever-changing business environment. All right, so this my definition of, or you can say an integrated or summarized definition of Agile project management here. All right, actually there are various types of Agile framework or Agile methodology or Agile approaches. All right, because I'm going to talk in more detail on Scrum framework, so I'm not going to spend time here. I'll keep it later on. And then I would like to focus on Kanban. All right, Kanban framework. Kanban framework, it is Kanban based. What is Kanban based? Kanban based is actually a visualization approach to illustrate the workflow, okay, in our project, in our Agile project. Visualization of workflow in the sense that the workflow uh, is being the workflow is being divided into three columns. All right, the first column uh, is meant to list out the work to be done, work to do, and then in the middle you have a column called work in progress, and then the third column is called work done. So in short, in the Kanban we have three columns of workflow. The first one is work to do, followed by work in progress, and lastly will be work done. All right. So Kanban follow a kind of flow-based approach. All right. Its structure is very flexible. All right, such as its time is variable. Okay, and then its workflow is also variable. Variable such that the number of work to be done, all right, uh, is not fixed. All right, it depends on the nature of each work. So maybe in one work, for example, maybe in 1 week, there could be one work done, or maybe in the subsequent week, there could be 5 work done. All right, so that's what I meant by the amount of time is flexible. Okay, in short, all right, there is no time box. And what is time box? Time box is actually a term used in Agile project, and is used to represent the predetermined duration. Okay, work duration. We call it time box. And we'll talk about this term in Scrum. All right. And in Kanban, unlike in Scrum, okay, it has no predefined roles. The roles in the Kanban Agile project is actually flexible. It's dynamic. It can be changing from time to time, or it is flexible. All right. And then the planning done in Kanban is actually being done dynamically and is continuously. And also the work prioritization is also being done dynamically. And then we look at the extreme programming kind of Agile framework. Extreme programming. Extreme programming actually it emphasizes on the best practice in software development. Okay, The key characteristics in extreme programming is that it emphasizes on test-driven development and pair programming. Test-driven development is that there will be a strict, rigorous test, being designed for the program developed, for the system developed under this type of agile project. All right, whereby they are going to run through various type of testing, for example, unit tests, integration tests, system tests, security tests, and whatsoever. All right, they have their very rigid and very rigorous kind of testing. And then it also followed by the second unique characteristics, whereby during the programming, they have a concept of called pair programming, whereby there will be two persons doing the programming activity, such that there will be one programmer doing writing the program code and another programmer will observe, all right, what the first programmer has done to check if there's any error. Okay, that kind of concept. And then lastly, the fourth type of framework, agile framework, is called feature-driven programming. As its name indicates, okay, this type of agile project, it emphasizes on feature, all right, emphasize on, or they prioritize on the feature developed in that system. All right. Example of feature in a system, it could be a database feature, it could be a user interface feature, it could be a reporting feature, it could be a collaboration feature, right? And it could be a communication feature and whatsoever. All right. And then for feature-driven programming kind of agile project, always remember, it must start with clear requirements. All right. Okay. So you can say it is a more plan-driven type of agile framework. And then here we can see there are several practices. Okay. Here I only list out several important practices in agile approaches. Okay. The first one is sprint planning. Second, stand-up meeting or daily meeting, and programming, a pair program that I mentioned just now. And for sprint planning or Scrum or daily meeting, I will talk about this in detail later on.